YouTube, what is going on? This is your boy Jordan JC back again on the Chicago Bears Breeze. And today we got a good topic because unfortunately we know what we saw the other day with the Bears versus the Commanders. It was a very heartbreaking loss. Hail Mary throw to end the game was, one of the probably worst endings I've been a part of that I've seen as far as I've lived. It's up there right with probably the Aaron Rodgers throw to Randall Cobb where I believe Chris Conti was behind him and just completely lost his assignment. That was heartbreaking. It's up there, but one of the things that we can come away with as a positive possibly is the way that Caleb performed when the moment mattered the most. And that's what I wanted to talk about today is did we still see some actual improvement from Caleb Williams despite not really having an all-time performance? And of course, we wanted to see that, right? We wanted to see, everything kind of put itself together. We wanted to see it all come together, especially when everybody was hyping up this matchup between him and Jaden Daniels. We wanted to make sure that our guy came out on top. And unfortunately, it just didn't happen. We saw throughout mainly the first three quarters, first, second, and third quarter, just atrocious stats. And of course, he ended off, 10 of 24 for the game. And that was something that, it just didn't give you confidence. A lot of Bears fans, especially the ones that go all out with their emotions, are saying, "Oh, well, we picked the wrong quarterback again. We should have gotten Jaleb." I'm not going to go that far. It's just one game. First of all, these are two rookies. You should expect that both of these rookies are going to have games where they're actually not performing at their best. And in fact, Jaden Daniels, before his miraculous throw, before the Hail Mary to Terry McLaurin, where Tyreek Stevenson got burned and then came back and tackled him before he got to the end zone, he pretty much was pedestrian as well. He led his team down the field, which is usual of the Bears because they are break not bend type of defense. They'll allow you to get the easy throws, the underthrows, the screen passes, all of those things, which, by the way, the Washington Commanders did real well the other day. Screen passes were very well to the running backs in Austin Ekeler and Brian Robinson Jr. However, when it came time for them to actually score, when they got in the red zone, which, by the way, they're the number one offense when it comes to getting into the red zone, they didn't score. They were only allowed 4 field goals. And so you're talking about a top defense that stopped a top red zone offense. And so that's nothing to sneeze over. Both of these quarterbacks, in a sense, struggled the other day and didn't necessarily show the best version of themselves. I believe Jaden Daniels is a better quarterback than what he showed. I believe Caleb Williams is a better quarterback than what he showed. However, there is something that I want all Bears fans to hang their hat on. And it's a stat that I've seen happen yesterday in the game, but also a stat that is happening overall in the games that Caleb has played when we're talking about trying to win the game. And that's his stats in the fourth quarter. I want you all to realize that yesterday he was 6 for 8 for 95 yards and a touchdown in the fourth quarter. In those last 2 drives, where obviously wasn't on him when they called the horrible play for Doug Kramer to somehow try to get the ball in on the 1-yard line, and we all thought that it was going to Roschon. We were so excited. I was talking to Pat and the guys today at the Daily Live Show, which, by the way, check out the Windy City Breeze Live Show. It was as if we knew what was coming. We saw the formation. We was like, oh yeah, they're keeping it simple. We love to see this. And then boom, that happened. So that wasn't on Caleb. But in the next drive, when the Bears stopped them on defense, they got the ball back, drove it all the way down the field. Same situation. They got the ball in the end zone with Roschon Johnson, which is exactly what should have happened the play before, which would have had the game out of reach. But again, not on Caleb. You can still see certain things that you're impressed by when it comes to Caleb's progression. We knew that there was going to be a fall off, and I think we were all, as Bears fans, on a high because from week to week, you saw him continue to improve, whether it was in his passer rating, the completion percentage, the efficiency, the decision making with the throws, the timing of the throws, leading his receivers into certain throws, getting certain people involved, being more connected with DJ Moore, getting Cole Kmet involved, getting Keenan Allen involved, getting DeAndre Swift involved out of the backfield as a pass catcher for the running back position. Like he was hitting on all cylinders. A lot of people want to credit that to the defenses and the teams they actually played. However, you can't control the teams that you play, or rather that are in front of you. You play who you play, and they dominated those teams. And so I still believe that Caleb Williams overall is a quarterback that will continue to improve. These are just some of the rookie mistakes and rookie walls and rookie games you will have from a rookie. You can't expect perfection. We wanted so much for it to be really good this week specifically because of all the hype around the head-to-head matchup, but Jaden won this one. It's only one game. And again, I go back to the comparison of the 1 and 2 quarterbacks of the year where RG3 and Andrew Luck got drafted. RG3 clearly had the leg up when it came to they both came out the gate. However, Andrew Luck was the better quarterback by far overall. Regardless of injury, Andrew Luck would have been picked by many people over RG3 as far as a career quarterback. He was hampered with injury early. Andrew Luck was hampered with injury overall, which led to his early retirement because of not having an offensive line. So there could be some similarities here when it comes to Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels. You got to make sure you keep Jaden Daniels protected because he's already got sore ribs. You don't want him getting banged around. He is kind of light in the pants when it comes to his weight. And then Caleb Williams, obviously working with a horrible offensive line. The protection is not there. We need to address that as soon as possible. Otherwise, you could see a repeat of those two quarterbacks as well. But either way, both of those quarterbacks were talented in their own right. When you think of RG3, you think of his rookie year and winning that rookie of the year. When you think of Andrew Luck, you think of a cerebral, very good passer, accurate passer that led the Colts to a lot of wins, and that could have been doing it, but had to be led to an early retirement because he was just getting banged up so much. That is what's going on now with these two quarterbacks, and so that is why I think you have to give a little grace. Yes, some people are saying, "Oh, Caleb just didn't look like the guy that he needs to be." Of course. But overall, I think Caleb Williams will be that quarterback that I think a lot of Bears fans are looking forward to rooting for. He is going to be successful. I still have no doubt about that. And here's another overall stat. We talked about the game before yesterday. Here's the overall stat for Caleb Williams in the fourth quarter. This is why you can start to see, let's just say, an encouraging trend starting to form with him. He is 39 for 60 for 402 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception in the fourth quarter. And so when it matters the most, he saves his best for last. He clutches up. He focuses. He doesn't make mistakes. That's another thing you've seen, even in the game yesterday. He didn't throw picks. He obviously was pressured. He had to find ways to magically get out of pressure. He still got sacked too many times because of the O-line not giving him any time. However, there are many encouraging signs that you see still from Caleb Williams when it came time for the Bears to try to win. He put his team in a position to win. And that's really ultimately what you're asking for. Caleb had said it himself. Sometimes the stats are not going to look godly. They're not going to look great. But I'm sure that if Caleb Williams came out on the top of this game without that Hail Mary happening, you would be okay with the win and us still talking about areas of improvement for Caleb. And that's really ultimately the thing, is that Caleb wants to win. Numbers look good, but at the end of the day, you want someone who's a winner. And I believe we have that in the building. I think that we just need to continue to improve the people around him. And that's why I'm looking at Ryan Poles or rather directly, to try and fix this as soon as possible. It might not get done this year, but my goodness, if you don't want another repeat of an Andrew Luck type person where he has all the talent in the world, but he had to retire early because he was just getting too hurt, you need to make sure you protect this quarterback so he can have as much time as you saw the other guy on the other side of that team in Jaden Daniels have when he had a clean pocket. And that's what I think. I think that you have a quarterback that you can win with and also win because of. Want to get you guys' thoughts on this. Do you think that Caleb Williams, despite all the bad things we saw and the terrible feeling we probably all felt as Bears fans yesterday was a heartbreaker, do you think that there were still signs of improvement for Caleb? What other areas do you think Caleb showed improvement in? Obviously, there wasn't a whole lot of good in the first couple of quarters with him. He was off. His accuracy was off. The deep ball was off a few times. The decision-making wasn't there at times. But there's still things that you can take away from him and say, you know what? When it mattered most, he did his thing. And so I want to get you guys' thoughts on that. Obviously, I'll be down there with you in the comment section. And as always, show some class on this video. Comment, like, and subscribe. Share this video with others. I'll see you guys in the next Bears Breeze.